Good morning. Today we are going to start with a very important chapter of class 9th, named as gravitation. In this chapter of 9th class science, this chapter comes under the physics, and we are starting with our lecture 1, which is the introduction of this particular chapter. So now, have you ever heard about the word gravitation? Yes, or no?
Yes, sir.
So you have heard about the gravitational force. There is a very famous story about the Newton, which says that Newton is sitting under a tree and an apple falls on his head, and he find out that it is because of gravitation. Now, first of all, this story is partially true because gravitation force is earlier is studied in so many literature. But what then Newton does? Newton gives us the formula which can be used to calculate the value of force. So first of all, let's see what are the forces in nature. So in nature there are so many forces. Gravitation force, like planets are attracted to each other, earth is attracted to sun because of that force. Electrostatic force, nuclear force, and interatomic forces. So these all are the natural forces which is present in nature. Now what is the speciality of gravitational force? So it is a force of attraction between mass objects. Means in this particular force, what happens? This force acts between the mass objects in the universe, means every mass object is attracting another mass objects in their surrounding. So if we have in here say mass object m1 and another object m2, then these both objects are attracting each other with a force of gravitation. Now, second, nature of this force is of attraction. Again, if we see, this particular force is everywhere between small to small masses and large to large masses. Now, as I am standing here, I am a mass object and this wall is also a mass object. It means we both are attracting each other with the force of gravitation. Now, comes to our important topic today, which is universal law of gravitation, which is given by Newton. So starting, universal law of gravitation. Now, according to this law, some assumptions are there which Newton have considered. First assumption is it is applicable only for point objects, point size objects. Now, in nature, we don't have point size objects. We have the heavy objects like earth, sun. So what to do? We assume that the total mass of this particular object is concentrated at a single point, which is the center of this particular object. Say in for earth, the total mass is concentrated at the point which is called center. Now, second assumption is these two objects are taken as isolated, means no other surrounding objects are affecting their forces. And it is the very basic universal law of gravitation states that the force acting between two objects is independent of its surrounding objects. Now, as this law states that the force of gravitation between the two point size objects is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance center to center. Now this statement is very important for the term 2 exam, that it will be the subjective exam, and in subjective exam they can ask write the universal law of gravitation, so you have to write this particular statement. Now let's derive the formula according to this law. So this law says that force is directly proportional to the product of masses m1 m2. Second thing, it said force is inversely proportional to the square of distance. Now distance should be taken center to center. Now when we combine these two, we will find out that this will f is proportional to m1 m2 by r square. Now proportionality sign is removed by the introducing a constant. So f is equal to capital G m1 m2 by r square. Now this is the very important formula, the first time Newton proposed for the calculation of magnitude of force. But force is a vector quantity, so it required magnitude, unit and direction. So magnitude is given by G m1 m2 by r square, unit is given by Newton, where m1 and m2 should be in kg and r should be in meter. Distance should be measured in meter and mass m1 and m2 should be measured in kilogram. Then the force will come into Newton. And what will be the direction? So this is force of attraction, means the force is acting equal and opposite. The force is acting equal and opposite on the line joining center to center. So what will be the direction of force? It is acting over the line joining both these centers. So this force is equal and opposite. What is the meaning of equal and opposite here? It means that if object 1 is attracting object 2, then object 2 is also attracting object 1, and the force between them is equal and opposite. It means if the first object is attracting with a, suppose for example 200 Newton, then the m2 will also attract m1 with 200 Newton. Equal and opposite. What is the sense of opposite here? It is the direction. If the force by on m1 by m2 is in the positive x direction, then the force on m2 by m1 will be in minus x direction. So now this is the universal law of gravitation. What this particular law does, this law gives us the magnitude of the force between two point size object. So we assume that total mass will be considered as a point. Now what is capital G here? Capital G is the universal gravitational constant. And what is the important thing here? The value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. So this is the value of G, and this universal gravitational constant is same throughout the universe. Means if you are on Earth or Moon or Sun or any other planet or in space, everywhere this G will have the value of 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. A very important thing here is unit also. So let's summarize what we have studied. We have seen that the mass objects attract each other by the force known as gravitational force. The value of that gravitational force is proposed by Newton with the help of universal law of gravitation, and in this particular law it is applicable for the point size object. The second important thing is this value of force does not depend on the medium between the objects. Means if the two objects in space, or if these two objects having air in between, or if these two objects having water in between, the force remains the same. Now according to this law, force is directly proportional to the product of masses, inversely proportional to the square of distance, and the force will come F equal to capital G m1 m2 by r square. The distance should be center to center. Unit of force is Newton. Masses will be in kg. Distance should be in meter, and value of G is 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Now in the second lecture we will see some numerical based on this particular formula, and after that we will move to the gravity part. So thank you so much.